nightmare before Christmas? Could your tree come infested with creepy, crawly bugs?
I'll show you how to make sure you don't bring the insects into your home.
And Thanksgiving Plumbing 911.
Why, the day after Thanksgiving is the busiest day of the year for plumbers.
And Granny's long crawl.
She broke her leg in this remote and desolate area and crawled on her stomach for 14 hours.
Crawling on her belly all that time.
My left foot like this?
Yes.
Okay.
Plus, I didn't know that.
Thanksgiving travel hacks for you and the family. The last thing you want to do is show up with a smashed pie.
And rollover rescue. The Good Samaritan who pulled a retired school teacher out of her burning car. Exclusive. Reunited for the first time with the hero who saved her life.
Thank you so much.
Plus, turkey trouble.
We got a burnt turkey, guys!
Then, Turkey 911, straight from the Butterball Hotline. Now, Inside Edition with Eva Pilgrim.
Hello, and thanks for joining us this Thanksgiving. Did you know that this long holiday weekend is the most popular time to buy a Christmas tree? It's always a bit of a challenge putting the tree in your home and decorating it, but there's an added wrinkle: bugs. Did you know a pine tree can have as many as 25,000 critters hiding on the branches and needles? So what should you do? Les Trent has some tips.
You've picked out the perfect Christmas tree. You're ready to bring it home. But could you also be bringing thousands of bugs into your home without realizing it? Yuck.
That sounds like a lot of bugs, but is it true? We're going to do our own unscientific experiment right here. Shake it out, see what comes out.
I shook my tree as hard as possible, even banging it on the ground to remove any and all bugs. So what did I find?
Well, I see a lot of needles. Oh, there's a bug. There's one right there. Little tiny one. Right
I also found this little guy.
There's a bug. It's a ladybug.
Okay, so it's not 25,000 bugs, but you still don't want to bring them home. Megan Murphy, executive editor at Good Housekeeping, gave me some important tips.
First off, inspect the tree. If you see any obvious bugs, stay away.
Then take a cue from Taylor Swift.
Before you bring any tree into the house, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it out.
Once you pick out a tree, the next step is making sure you take it home safely. We found pictures and video of trees that are way too big for the vehicle.
Oh, that's classic.
Bigger is not always better in this case. You don't want a tree that is 2 times the size of your car.
You want to make sure your tree is properly secured to the roof. This YouTube video shows what you don't want to happen.
I have my hand out the sunroof holding the Christmas tree to the vehicle.
To make sure your tree doesn't go flying off the roof, use twine and tie it to the grab handle inside your car. Then loop it over the tree to the handle on the other side.
You'll secure that tightly with 2 or 3 knots again, and then we're going to repeat this same process on the mid part of the tree, looping on the back door handles.
Now we have a perfectly secured and bug-free tree ready for a very Merry Christmas.
And if you're worried about bugs, whatever you do, don't spray insecticide on your tree. It's flammable and could be a fire hazard. And if you're busy cleaning up after your big Thanksgiving feast, word to the wise, be careful what you put down the drain. Here's something you may not know. Tomorrow, the day after Thanksgiving, is the busiest time of the year for clogged pipes.
This plumber is getting ready to make a lot of house calls. Believe it or not, the day after Thanksgiving is their busiest day of the year. Why? Because of all of that leftover grease, turkey skin, starchy potato bits, and other food debris that can wreak havoc on pipes. Social media is flooded with Thanksgiving Day tips from plumbers.
The most common things we find in drains after Thanksgiving: eggshells, bones, and just honestly too much food at one time.
Online searches for emergency plumbing was up 65% around Thanksgiving time. Chris Krull is a 5th-generation master plumber from Long Island, New York, and no stranger to day after Thanksgiving emergency calls.
After Thanksgiving, we do get a lot of calls for stoppages. A lot of times the kitchen sink is backed up. Garbage disposals are stuck.
So, what can you do to prevent a plumbing emergency over Thanksgiving? Kroll says to avoid putting remnants of these popular Thanksgiving vegetables anywhere near your sink.
Celery, asparagus, and onion peels. Those are horrible. They cause blockages.
And if you do need a plumber over Thanksgiving weekend, Chris Kroll's advice, don't wait.
Definitely call a plumber right away. Don't let it get to the point where you can't even use the sink anymore. It's just going to get more costly at that point.
So a reminder to be careful what you throw down your garbage disposal on Thanksgiving. Now, the woman who has a lot to be thankful for today, she was clearing debris on her ranch for her grandson's wedding when she had an accident, breaking her hip. With no one nearby and no cell service, she had no other option but to crawl for help. And she tells Jim Murray she crawled for 14 hours.
This grandmother is taking her first steps down a dirt road that nearly took her life. 75-year-old Charlene Kirby was cleaning her ranch for her grandson's wedding when she hopped in her side-by-side to dump some debris. The vehicle jackknifed, and she fell.
I knew immediately that I had broke my femur.
And when you break your femur, it's potentially deadly, isn't it?
It can be.
It was 7 p.m., and the retired nurse was a quarter-mile from her house in McCoy, Colorado. What followed was an extraordinary effort to save herself. She broke her leg in this remote and desolate area and crawled on her stomach for 14 hours to safety.
It wasn't even a thought in my mind to stay there. It's like, I need to get to the house and call an ambulance. So I moved my good leg and next to my injured leg.
Charlene was stuck on the ground like this when she started to crawl.
Put this arm forward
and pull
and push with that foot. Yeah.
My left foot like this?
Yes.
Okay. Did you stop every so often, or did you just keep going?
Well, no, I would stop every so often, and then after it rained on me, I'd get really cold.
Yeah.
So I'd pull my sweatshirt over my head, and I'd breathe into it and get warm again.
She creeped forward inch by agonizing inch.
And then it started getting dark, and we have a mountain lion that's been up on this ridge.
Were you afraid the mountain lion could attack you?
I started praying, and I said the 23rd Psalm, yea, though I walk through the valley of death, I fear no evil, because God, you are with me. It's like I had this calm and peace.
She crawled within sight of her home. That's as far as you got right there.
Yeah.
She could see her dog, but the blue Merle mini Bernedoodle named Roz couldn't come to her aid. There's a wireless dog fence to prevent her from wandering off. Then finally, at 9 a.m., 14 hours later, a miracle. Charlene's son showed up looking for her.
When he jumped out of the pickup, he was like, Mom! And I was like, I'm alive. I broke my hip. Go call an ambulance.
She spent 1 month in rehab, but made it out in time to dance with her grandson at his wedding on her ranch after that 14-hour crawl to her home.
There was no doubt in my mind that God was protecting me.
Charlene says doctors told her that her injuries were so severe she'd never be able to dance at her grandson's wedding, to which she replied, watch me. If you're among the tens of millions of Americans traveling this Thanksgiving, you're probably already steeling yourself for the challenges. But Stephen Fabian, along with his family, has some tips you may not know about.
If you're traveling with food to your Thanksgiving dinner, don't partially cook it.
Talking about food safety, did you know that you should have everything fully cooked before you transport it, right? You don't want to have things partially cooked because that can really introduce bacteria. So, fully cooked and locking lids are your best friends.
I did not know that. And lifestyle expert Marissa Brainy says use no-slide shelf liner when packing baked goods.
It actually prevents things like baked items from sliding around when you're transporting them to your destination.
Right. Did not know that. The last thing you want to do is show up with a smashed pie. Another way to prevent slipping.
Put like a dish towel down inside a crate. This will help prevent the food from slipping around once it's in your trunk or your back seat. So you can stack it as well.
What, this one?
Yep, but first we're going to put one more towel, again, just to limit that slippage.
Instead of filling the car with one suitcase per person, use one large suitcase for the entire family.
Did you know that sharing a suitcase can be a huge space saver? And when you use packing cubes, you can divide up the family so you know whose things are whose, and it makes it really easy when you get to your destination.
Bet you didn't know that, and you don't want your car to break down. So inspect everything, including tire treads, oil, lights, and your battery. Now you're ready to hit the road for Thanksgiving, just like the Charlie Brown gang.
Over the river and through the woods to grandma's house we go.
And hopefully you won't have any kind of emergency on the road like this. A woman caught in a fiery car crash is pulled from her sunroof. It could have ended in disaster if not for the Good Samaritan who appeared out of nowhere, a hero she's honoring this Thanksgiving.
There's a woman trapped in that burning car. It happened when she was driving home from a camping trip. Retired school teacher Mary McClure says she dozed off behind the wheel. She careened off the road. Her vehicle flipped and burst into flames.
I was feeling very relaxed and I fell asleep. I felt myself just kind of go woozy, and the next thing I knew, the car was spinning.
A passing motorist saw the accident and grabbed a fire extinguisher from a cop who just arrived on the scene. Risking his own life, he rushed to the flames, pulling Mary to safety through the sunroof.
I remember someone saying, and it was a male's voice, "Get her out." I mean, with such force that it seemed like a split second I was out of that car.
After 2 weeks under heavy sedation, Mary woke up to discover she had burns over 20% of her body. After enduring 2 skin graft surgeries, she left the hospital after 41 days.
I had second, third, and fourth degree burns to different parts of my body. Back right shoulder, my elbow and upper right arm. But I'm here, and it's not insurmountable.
With Mary's hands badly burned, her daughter Rashida has become her full-time caretaker.
I have to cut her food. I have to hold her water. I have to sort out her medication. I have to give her medication. I have to change her dressings.
So what became of the brave hero who saved Mary's life? Here he is, 23-year-old Nathan Felix, about to meet Mary for the first time since the crash. Greeting Mary in her living room, it's finally time for a long overdue hug.
Oh my God, I'm good. This is crazy.
It is crazy.
I'm so glad to
You
finally
just
meet
happened
you.
to be coming by that night,
Perfect
or that
timing.
morning. Perfect timing.
A happy ending with the promise of a lifelong friendship.
Thank you so much, Nathan.
So good.
Marcus says he rushed to help because he imagined it was his own mom trapped in that car. A true hero. And we sure hope you had a smoother time cooking your turkey today than this guy.
He's deep frying his Thanksgiving turkey. Uh-oh.
We got a burnt turkey, guys!
Talk about extra crispy.
Is it Bert? And who did Americans call if they were having a turkey emergency today? Butterball, of course.
If you struggled to make the perfect turkey today, you are not alone. The Butterball hotline was ringing off the hook with 50 operators standing by. What is the #1 question that you guys get?
It really is about thawing. Based on the size, we say 1 day for every 4 pounds in the refrigerator. If you do not have enough time to thaw your turkey in the refrigerator, our cold water method can thaw your turkey with 30 minutes per pound in a bath of cold water.
The Crisis Center, located at Butterball headquarters in Naperville, Illinois, fields an estimated 100,000 calls every Thanksgiving. What are some of the craziest questions you've gotten?
My dog accidentally ran off with the turkey. Is it still safe for us to consume? We definitely recommended to get a new turkey. I know the dog enjoyed it though.
I'm sure the dog enjoyed it. And by the way, the U.S. Department of Agriculture estimates around 46 million turkeys are eaten on Thanksgiving each year.
Next, air emergency. Her pilot husband just had a heart attack.
The only thing she could think to do next was grab her husband's headset and radio for help.
I'm in need of help right now. I'm not sure how to land.
I'm trying to give him CPR.
Then, the boy who sneaked out of his house.
Hey, buddy.
Wait till you see where they found him. Inside Edition with Eva Pilgrim. We'll be right back.
Now, a story that made hearts stop across the country. A pilot flying in a small plane with his wife suffers what's believed to be a heart attack mid-flight, leaving her all alone to land the plane. And here she is speaking out for the first time about what happened in the cockpit.
It's an emergency landing after her husband collapses at the controls. Now she's telling Inside Edition how she faced the challenge of her life.
I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do?
Yvonne and Elliot Alper had bonded over both being realtors and had recently gotten married. They were in the middle of a flight from Las Vegas to Monterey, California, in a twin-engine King Air like this when Elliot suddenly keeled over, apparently stricken by a heart attack.
Just out of the clear blue, he says, I feel dizzy. And I was going to hand him water, and he passed out.
Suddenly, Yvonne found herself 20,000 feet in the air and headed straight for the ocean. She was now in full control of the aircraft. The only thing she could think to do next was grab her husband's headset and radio for help.
Okay, Roger. I'm declaring an emergency at this time.
I tried to give him CPR. It's hard to give someone CPR when they're in a chair.
20,000 feet in the air as well.
Yeah.
Right. Yvonne informs the tower about her predicament.
I'm in need of help right now. I'm not sure how to land. Please instruct.
Coached by an experienced pilot in the tower, Yvonne approaches the airport in Bakersfield.
Keep your right turn coming to line up straight with the runway.
By some miracle, she pulls off a perfect landing.
I just feathered in. I didn't bump.
So smooth landing, soft landing, no bumps.
No bump.
Unbelievable.
Hey, well done, Yvonne. Woo! Yvonne, you're my hero.
You can see emergency vehicles racing to the airplane. Sadly, 78-year-old Elliot didn't make it, but Yvonne says he prepared her just for this moment.
He had me take classes how to fly an airplane, how to land the airplane. But I think he was my guardian angel, too. He's right there on my left side.
Yvonne's daughters and niece are full of praise.
She's go get her. She'll do it. Complete her mission.
As Yvonne looks back on her all-too-brief marriage, she had this to share with me.
I think I'm going to get my license, my pilot license.
Now you're going to get your pilot's license?
I should, right?
You absolutely should.
Hey, well done, Yvonne. Woo! Yvonne, you're my hero.
The director of all the airports in the area says a pilot dying and his wife taking over the controls is unprecedented. When we come back, forget Thanksgiving turkey, the kid who was going to get to Chick-fil-A no matter what. Forget Thanksgiving turkey, this kid wants his Chick-fil-A.
Cops race into a Chick-fil-A at 7 a.m., but it's not the scene of a crime.
Hey, buddy.
They were called after this 5-year-old kid who was craving a Chick-fil-A breakfast sneaked out of the house while his parents were fast asleep.
You know where your house is, right, honey?
It's right across the street right over there.
Okay, cool.
His name is William, and he strolled to the restaurant barefoot. He had one big question.
Are you going to get me in jail?
No, I'm not going to put you in jail.
Instead, they bring him home.
Hey, you have a son?
William.
Yeah, a little boy? Yeah, he was down at the Chick-fil-A.
Are you kidding me?
No, we have him in our police car. You want to come get him?
Mom, still in her bathrobe, is thankful her hungry little man is home safe.
Chick-fil-A.
You're welcome.
Oh, goodness. When we come back, lucky turkeys make their escape. Finally, it's Thanksgiving, so it makes sense turkeys are on the run.
Have you ever seen a turkey run this fast? Look at him waddle as he moves his little legs as fast as he can. His buddies want in on the action too. So, what are they so excited about? A watermelon buffet with their friends, the pigs. Yum, yum. Definitely worth that turkey run.
And that's Inside Edition. We hope you have a happy and healthy Thanksgiving, and we will see you next time.